Hey guys, this is Cam from 15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Black Clover manga chapter review for you guys. Sorry for getting this video out super late out tonight. Not expected. One, I had homework I was doing. Two, by the time I was getting ready to actually record my Black Clover review, the Bears game was about to come on, and I had to watch the Bear game, even though they were going to get blasted because it's NFL Sunday. But let's get to this chapter because this chapter was very interesting to where this takes, and it pretty much picks off where we last left off about Ichika not having any trust or belief in Yami no more, and we actually get a quick little flashback of it. Ultimately, I have a feeling that there's more to this backstory of Yami, but yeah, but let's see. Anyways. Chapter is this chapter 342 titled Watch the Night. So Ichi goes on to tell Asta that the Yami clan is descended from a group of assassins known as the Kijin. During the age of wars, our ancestors distinguished themselves on many battlefields. Then, as warriors, they were placed in charge of the security of Goshu, a territory at the far edge of the land of the rising sun, ruled by the Ryudu clan. Now, she goes on to make the mention that there was like a five-headed dragon that pretty much rampaged through the country, and it was quelled by a heavenly maiden. Now, mind you, she's saying this is all distant legend. Now, it Ichi goes on to say, it was said that the Yorioku of that dragon seeped out and it turned the ocean black and stagnant, twisting space and time and connecting it to hell, pretty much. So that's when we start the flashback of Yami and Ichika. And we find out that Yami and Ichika, well, really, Yami, he's training with his dad, who looks to be like an old drunkard and everything. And his dad does not seem like the kindly, nice type of dads. If anything, the dad is an absolute a-hole. So, yeah, that's kind of the thing. Now, he wants to turn Yami into the type of clan member that he believes Yami should live up to. While the thing is, Ichika at this time, she was kind of more of the carefree, more kinder kid, and this actually pissed off the dad, and it pissed off their dad just from the standpoint, I guess, Ichika looks so much like their mother. Now, apparently, he goes on to say that I guess he implies the fact that when after Ichika was given birth, apparently their mom just died on them. So maybe she died because she gave birth to her. So yeah, and pretty much he looks to go and attack Ichika, their father, because he's like, the Yami clan does not need any weaklings who can't fight. But Yami ends up protecting Ichika and tells him to, like, you need to knock it off and everything. So yeah, now Yami's dad is like, the Lord's son has a whole lot of Yorioku, but I bet your top's his, which I think he's referencing Ryuda, our boy Ryu. So maybe at some point back in the past, Ryu had Yoriyoko, and then he lost the ability to use it. Now, Yami's dad goes on to say the title of Demon God, our clan's strongest fighter, is going to be yours, Tsukihiro. Anyways, Yami takes Ichika away, and they end up going out for fishing, and they catch like this puffer fish. But eventually, we see that Ryu showed up, and pretty much Ryu, even though he is pretty much kind of like a king in a way, but he's kind of the leader of the clan. I guess, yeah, a leader of the clan, because the Yami clan served under his family. The thing is, he likes to go and hang out with Ichika and Yami and everything. So yeah, now Ryu brings up this point how he wants his country, he wants a land of the rising sun to be a country where everyone can live and laugh together, no matter what rank or Yorioku you have. So pretty much, he kind of wants to create an equal stability, an equal how would I might say equal society where you're not judged for what rank or how much power you got and everything. Now, Yami's like, that dream is a freaking load of crap there. But hey, that dream of yours is pretty nice though. So yeah. And that's when we come back to the present. Now Ichika goes on to say, yeah, I thought that dream that Yami wanted and what Ryu stated was true. I agreed with my brother. But she goes on to say that he was lying regardless. Now she goes on to say, it was like our father said. He was a demon god, just like, no, even worse than father. Now, she goes on to say, when Yami was 13 years old, he massacred his own father and the entire clan. So pretty much, we see the blood on Yami's face and everything. So apparently, he killed the entire clan, including his dad. Now, I think there's more to this story. I think it's this whole bait and switch thing where Ryu and Ichika, they didn't see the full story. I'm guessing, or Ichika doesn't understand the full story of what ultimately happened, or why Yami would do something like that. I feel like it could be a whole thing of Yami was held against his own will. Maybe said individual was targeting, like I said, Ichika. And the thing is, this individual said, I will freaking kill your sister unless you kill all your clan members and your father. So I really do believe that Yami did this because there was some other ulterior motive. Hell, we saw earlier in the chapter how crazy his dad was. Maybe his dad and the other Yami clan members were just like, why the frick are we freaking listening to the Ryudu family? Let's just kill these fools. And there was some sort of rebellion, but Yami knew about this and he stopped them from trying to commit an atrocity. Now Isha goes on to say, like, after that, he pretty much upped and left and abandoned all of this, and pretty much is like, I bet he's living an easy life overseas. Now Isha goes on to make the mention, I don't understand how you can trust a man like him. It makes absolutely no sense. Now Asta refutes the claims that Ichika has been saying, and pretty much he's telling her, like, I refuse to believe what you say Captain Yami is. I've known Captain Yami up all to this point since I met him, since joining his magic squad. I've seen, Captain Yami do a bunch of good. I don't think he's a bad person and everything. And pretty much Ichika's like, you freaking idiot. You really don't understand, do you? And pretty much she goes on to say, pretty much screaming out at him, saying, I know what I saw. It's true. And Asta replies back by saying, it can't be. Even if you are his little sister, I can't back down on this. And that's when Isha's like, really? Okay. Prove it. Prove the strength you acquired from, him while you were over there in your country. And she goes on to say, all right, let's get back to training. And I'm going to give you just what you wanted. I'm going to get serious. And at this moment, you see pretty much dark magic, in a way, cloak her body. And at first, when I was reading the unofficial translation, I'm like, why the hell does it look like a Devil Union form? But no, it is not a Devil Union form. She is literally cloaked in dark magic, and she looks like the type of samurai. She has like the samurai headdress, and she even has like that samurai-looking mask. And this ability of hers is called Dark Yojutsu, Dark Cloaked Black Warrior. Again, it looks like she's enveloped herself in like a devil power, but it's not really that case. But she pretty much, the chapter ends off with Ichika pretty much saying, well, let's continue the training. Don't blame me if you die. And yeah, she seems like she's sick of what Asta stance is in terms of her brother, and she honestly might be willing to kill this guy. And remind you, she has not liked Asta from the moment he stepped into the country. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see how full power Ichika, or what does Asta do, because Asta was getting his ass kicked by Ichika that was barely using half of her power. She's pretty much going all out here. I don't know how else is going to counter this. I'm guessing he's going to go into Devil Union form, and this is going to be insane. There's no break for Black Clover, so that's good. But like I said, I still have the same belief of the fact that I think really, if we're being smart, and typically how these shonen shows go with these plot twists of like a potential fan favorite character doing an act which is deemed wrong by another character. Typically, it's because they were forced to do it, or there was some ulterior motive. For example, I watch One Piece. Typically, with One Piece, you see certain characters do things because they were in a pretty sticky situation and they were forced to do it because there's nothing else they had left. Like, for example, if you go back to the Dressrosa arc, again, spoilers if you haven't seen One Piece, but the whole King Riku, he was framed and he was called a bad guy because, oh, he killed his own people, or he looked like he was slaughtering his own people, when in reality it was Doflamingo that was making him do all that. So we could potentially be getting a situation like that there, where there's some ulterior motive, some sort of outside force that got involved that made Yami do this. Or, like I said earlier, maybe Yami's clan, his father and some other members felt like they are a lot stronger than the rulers that, tell them what to do, who they have to protect, and they're like, no, screw this, we're not going to protect these guys, let's just kill these guys because we're stronger than these dudes, we have more power than these guys. And Yami saw that, and he didn't want his friend Ryu to potentially get killed for a selfish reason, because his father and the other members of the Yami clan did not approve of the social status they were at. So maybe he did that, but I guess we'll find out in all due time. That's definitely going to be something where Yami's going to have to explain himself. Maybe that's a thing. I do have a feeling that maybe Ichika could actually go to the Clover Kingdom and she has a reunion with Yami. And the thing is, maybe that's when Yami will finally explain, like, this is what really happened because you really don't honestly know what I did. So maybe we'll find out. We'll see. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Again, sorry for the late upload. Had a very busy day. I had like a bunch of homework I had to do today, and then the Bears game, and then stuff like that. But anyways, guys, catch you guys in this video. Until then, guys, stay safe out there, and yeah, until then, guys, hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Black Clover content, and I'm gonna get out of here. Until then, guys, have a great rest of your night or day whenever you watch this video. Until then, guys, peace.